Hey guys, it's Hayley and welcome back to HB Eventing. So today I'm going to be doing a video on lunging in side reins versus Vienna reins, as you have seen by the title, obviously. So if you're interested in seeing maybe which one will work better for your horse, or just seeing how they work just in general, then this is a good video for you to watch. Obviously this is just the results for my horse Billy, and every day is different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm him up with no reins at all, just so you can kind of just see how it goes without anything, and then I'll do like the side reins and then Vienna reins, and I'll probably do like a little voiceover and explain what I see and what I think of the two, and give you my opinion on which one I like more. So let's get into it. Alright, so here we are. This is me starting to lunge him. This is his warm-up without any of the reins at all. As you can see, he's a little bit on the lazier side here just because he's warming up. But you can see his trot's nothing like overly impressive here. He's just kind of chugging along, not in like in a nice frame or anything. He does have a nice forward walk naturally, so that's pretty good. Here's just a trot the other way. A little bit more forward here, but still, and he tracks up pretty well, but not really rounding or putting a whole lot of weight on that hind end. So that's something that we're going to look at more in depth when we go into the side reins and the Vienna reins. So this is with the side reins. And as you see, it doesn't really change much at all here. He's still got his head up, not really rounding into the contact. Here's his canter. His canter is more balanced than it would be without them, but still kind of runny, head up, not really going super well. Here he's a little quick, head up, not really rounding. He tracks up quite well usually, so that's not really anything new. He's starting to round there a little bit, and here we're going to pick up the canter the other direction. He's kind of coming around into a slight frame, but nothing super impressive. And then here's his walk. Again, nothing super impressive. And here we've gone to the Vienna reins. So here you can see his trot is not a whole lot different, but he is rounding just a smidge more, and he's a little bit steadier in the contact. And here his canter is a little bit more balanced. It's not quite as runny and on the forehand and just like it was before. And you can see he's just a little bit steadier, a little bit more round, coming a little bit rounder, more balanced, especially in the canter. It's really slowing down, trying to push off of that hind. And that walk is just stretched down a little bit more, and here is a little bit different angle. But you can just see he's coming into a nicer frame, and just kind of it's really making him think about what his body is doing a little bit more with these Vienna reins than it was with the side reins. And can you see he's really stretching down? So here's a picture, and you can see with the side reins obviously, and he's got a decent shape here. He could be a little bit more round, more tucked with his belly, pushing a little bit more weight on that hind, but he does have a heel first landing, which is good. So it's not terrible, but there are a little bit more things he could improve. So here he's a little bit more on the vertical. He's got more weight on that hind leg, and you can see that front leg is a little floating while that hind leg is really on the ground, and he's really pushing off of that hind leg and coming around more in his neck and through his back, which is much better. It's kind of slight if you don't know which you're looking at, but when you point it out, it's actually a pretty dramatic difference between the two. And then here is in the canter. As you can see with the side reins, his head's up. He does have that weight on that back hind. He's rocked back a little bit, but he's going to have a toe first landing there in the front, which is not what you're looking for. That diagonal hind is kind of curved in a way that I'm not really liking how it looks, and he's a little bit hollow in the back, which I'm not a fan of. Here you can see he's a little bit rounder and through his back and his belly and his neck, and he's got that nice weight on that hind. That diagonal hind is picked up much better, and he's going to have a heel first landing with that front diagonal foot, which I really like. So overall, I like the Vienna reins more.